My thoughts are constantly filled with Bridgerton. Season 3, Part 1 was just the beginning, setting the stage for Colin and Penelope's romance. But in Part 2, the Lady Whistledown drama, a pivotal element of the series, is about to take center stage, leaving us all on the edge of our seats. Anthony and Kate went on their second honeymoon, but before that, the show let us know that they were trying to have a baby, which leaves a potential pregnancy storyline to wait for us in Part 2. Benedict started a fling with a widow lady, to be exact, who seems like she did not belong in the Regency era. Part 2 will have to show us how this relationship will affect Benedict and his personality as we go into Season 4. The Featherington and Portia teaching her daughters the proper way to have sex was the funniest part of Season 3. Even though I thought Prudence was the most stupid of the family, Philippa took the crown with a single line. When he inserts himself, and himself, Part 2 will show us which of the Featherington sisters prevails in giving birth to a male heir. In Part 1, my favorite storyline was about Francesca and John, who impressed me with their quiet brilliance. The second part of the season should show us whether their wedding will occur. Of course, other stuff happened with Cressida, Eloise, Violet, Lady Danbury, Marcus, and more, which just shows me how many characters and storylines there were in just 4 episodes. I will talk about each character and their potential fate in Part 2. Don't hesitate to tell me your thoughts. Let's go. Colin and Penelope are the primary couple of the season. I have high expectations for this duo. First, everyone will know about their engagement. Colin is engaged to Penelope. Although Eloise will not be happy about it since she believes Colin has to know about Lady Whistledown, which is only fair, to be honest. Does he know? Before Colin learns about it, though, the two will already go all the way. I believe the mirror scene takes place before Colin learns as well. Colin tells Penelope in Romancing Mr. Bridgerton, "I want to see you sitting up so I can see them full and lovely and large, and then I want to crawl behind you and cup you, and I want to do it in front of a mirror." Oh boy, this scene has been teased so much. It better be worth it. After Colin learns about Lady Whistledown, he won't easily accept it. They will probably have a fight. Penelope might even think that Colin will break off the engagement, but I believe Colin won't do that. Instead, he will tell her that he accepts her for who she is, and they will get married. We might even see a pregnant Penelope at the end of the season. As for whether the rest of the ton learns about Lady Whistledown, I think they will, especially considering how the Queen puts a bounty on Lady Whistledown. What are your thoughts on this? Francesca and John in Part 2. The only potential problem I see for this couple is the Queen's prearranged match for Francesca. However, there might be a character who could persuade the Queen about their love and mutual admiration. I believe Lady Danbury, being close to the Queen, would be the best person to vouch for Francesca and John. I think they will likely get married this season, although we might not witness their wedding as the season's focus is on Colin and Penelope. We should also meet Michael in Part 2. Michael is John's cousin and Francesca's main love interest in the Bridgerton books. There are rumors about Michael being gender-bent and turning into Michaela. Some people are saying that the actor Masali Beduza, who we all thought would play Sophie, is actually going to play Michaela. I personally don't want to believe this, but the rumors have been repeated so many times that I'm starting to think it might be true. Even if Michaela is introduced in the story, we will just meet her, as Francesca and John stay married for 2 years before he passes away. Their actual love story will be the subject of Francesca's season, which could be Season 5 or 6, probably the latter. I assume Benedict will lead Season 4, and Eloise will be the focus of the season after that. Do you agree with this? Kate and Anthony, my favorite Bridgerton couple, are having a baby, and Part 2 will primarily focus on a pregnancy storyline. As far as Anthony is concerned, I also expect them to help Colin after he learns about Penelope's secret identity. Guidance from Anthony, especially, would be much appreciated, as I feel like Colin will be lost once he learns the truth about Lady Whistledown. I expect Anthony to provide brotherly advice to Colin and make him realize that his love for Penelope is so deep that he does not care if she is Lady Whistledown. Am I too optimistic? This is supposed to be a romance show. After all, why not? Benedict and Lady Tilly. I have to say I didn't like the storyline at all. The showrunner, Jess Brownell, mentioned that she wants to explore more of Benedict's adventures before he settles down. That's why we're seeing his specific storyline with Lady Tilly. However, based on this picture, It looks like it won't just be Benedict and Lady Tilly. In fact, a third person, a man, also becomes involved in their relationship. Will Benedict have a threesome with Lady Tilly and her friend? Is this suggesting that Benedict might be bisexual? I think this might be the case for part 2 if they focus on the storyline. I don't think Sophie, Benedict's love interest in the Bridgerton books, will appear this season. I had hoped that Violet would host the masquerade ball at the end of this season and Benedict would meet Sophie there for the first time. But it seems like this might happen at the start of the next season. Cressida and Lord Debling. Do we actually believe these two will get married? I personally don't, as the teaser for part 2 shows Cressida will involve herself in the Lady Whistledown business, which won't end well for her, I'm afraid. I don't think Lord Debling would want to be with someone so wrapped up in scandals. He just wants a woman who will manage his estate while he's away looking at birds for 3 goddamn years. Eloise. Part 1 didn't signal any love story for Eloise, but the showrunner did say that the relationship between Penelope and Eloise is the second love story of the season. This only tells me that they will make up and return to how they were, but only after Colin learns about Lady Whistledown and is okay with it all. I certainly miss the days when these two were best friends, so I'm waiting for that hug. Marcus, Lady Danbury, and Violet. What the hell did Marcus do that Lady Danbury hates him that much? I don't remember seeing anything in Queen Charlotte about their past, so this will be a new revelation. I don't see them continuing this hostility, though. They will make up for sure. As for Marcus and Violet, things are complicated. Violet did talk about our garden blooming quite openly in Queen Charlotte, so her body might want that vitamin D, if you know what I mean. Your garden is in bloom. It is blooming out of control. But will she want to be with Lady Danbury's brother? I mean, Lady Danbury was with her father, so this would be the best revenge. But we'll see. The Featherington. The most important question of all. Since both Philippa and Prudence ended up pregnant in part 1, who will give birth to a son first and take over the Featherington estate? I want you to tell me your guesses in the comments below. I will include your answers in a video once the part 2 episodes come out. Let's see if we are right. My bet is on Prudence. What do you think? Alright, these were my guesses and theories. If you want to watch my part 1 reviews and breakdowns, check out these videos. I love you guys and see you soon.